Pluribus episode 3 has been released, so spoilers ahead as we review this episode and continue to talk about why Pluribus is the best show on TV right now. Vince Gilligan has explicitly stated that when he was making the show that he was not intending for it to be a metaphor for AI, but a lot of people are reading that way, including myself, and I think episode 3 is a great example of that. In episode 3 of Pluribus, we see what artificial intelligence is great at and what artificial intelligence is terrible at. In terms of where AI excels, it is going to get stuff done in an objective manner without any sort of subjective reasoning or logic. There's a scene where Carol goes to the grocery store Sprouts and realizes that all the shelves are empty and she wants it to be back the way it was. She wants all the shelves stocked once again. She makes the call and within a snap, Sprouts is fully restocked once again. And towards the end of the episode, she wants to test the limits of what she's able to get. So she asks for a hand grenade and it is brought to her even though she said it in a sarcastic tone. But the hive mind was not able to detect the sarcasm. They just saw the simple input of give me a hand grenade and they brought her a hand grenade without any logic or reasoning behind it. This terrifies Carol because then she ups the ante even more and asks, can she get missiles? Can she get an atomic bomb? And the answer, chillingly, is yes. But where artificial intelligence fails and will never be able to be effective is in replacing the dead, replacing people that are gone, replacing intimate, emotional, human connection. Every time a mention or even a tangential whiff of Helen and her past is brought into her mind, she immediately cancels everything and says, stop mentioning Helen, wipe her from your memory, do not try and replace my lost loved one. Also in episode 3, we learn a little bit more about the other survivors from the incident, and we learn that they are dancers, artists. Carol herself is an author. We have someone in Paraguay who's rejecting modern technology. These are the people unscathed right now, whereas when she's looking for engineers, scientists, doctors, those have all been converted into the hive mind, and people with a more artistic spirit are the ones left unscathed right now. So whether you want to read it from an artificial intelligence perspective or from the hive mind perspective, Pluribus keeps hammering home the theme of things being black and white and people just believing anything anyone is telling them without taking a second to digest and understand the emotion of where the person is coming from when they're saying it. They just hear something, run with it, and don't think twice about it. But when it comes to true human connection and emotion, like at the beginning of the episode, flashing back to memories of their honeymoon in Norway, that love and those memories will never be replicated or duplicated. No amount of gifts or reminders will ever be able to replace the trauma and grief you are going through when you lose a loved one. All while in the meantime, there's this deeply sinister energy in the background of this show where you know from the very first episode the intention of the people in the hive mind is to convert Carol and all the other survivors out there. So even though right now they seem nice and friendly, they are merely just keeping their subject fed and alive for them to keep experimenting and studying to ultimately convert her to what she fears most.